Yo, what's up guys, Shadi here, and welcome to GPC Season 5 Week 9. This week we're up against Mr. Murkrow and his San Francisco Regigiants. And I'm going to have to be a little bit quiet for this one because people are asleep in the house. I don't want to wake them up, so, you know, we're going to try to be a little bit more quiet for this week. And yeah, we're playing Murk. Murk is a really good friend of mine, a fantastic draft format player. I rate him very highly, don't tell him that though. Good friend of mine. Played PPL Week 9 for me. And is part of my front office, so he knows me, I know him, and yeah, we're good friends. This should be a fun battle. As I said, Murk is a really good player, so I expect to get stomped, honestly. But this draft is over here. You should know my team by now because it still hasn't changed. It's still the same team, always has been, always will be, probably, barring that one transfer I made, which didn't really matter. So he has Clefable, Megalovania, Heatran, Thundy, Lucario, Sneasel, Donphan, Gastron, Escavalier, and Licky. So he's a bunch of Pokemon that I love in Clef, Thundy, Lucario, Sneasel. And the Pokemon I really don't like, Megalovania, Heatran to some extent. Even like Escavalier is not my thing, but you know, very scary draft. Though something to mention is, what to point out is that he has not that much offense. Like, dedicated offensive mons, he has 3. Those are the only 3 that are straight offense and nothing else. Escalade definitely a bulky offensive threat. Heatran can be a really massive offensive threat. I think it's actually better offensively than defensively in draft play. And Megalovania is like a bulky offensive-ish threat depending on matchups and stuff. So yeah, of course, like Curse, Gastron, like offensive Donphan can definitely be threats, but dedicated offense, he has 3 Pokemon, and that's really interesting to note. So that's pretty much like the main thing I want to point out before the match. He also has not amazing speed tiers. It works decently well against me because Sneasel outspeeds my entire team because my fastest mon cap at 110. But then he drops to Thundy T at 101, and then I think it's Lucario. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, we're just gonna get into the team that I'm bringing right away because I don't want to waste too much of your precious time. So, building for this week was a little awkward. I had a lot of ideas, a lot of sets that could actually do work against this team. A couple of ones that I'm not bringing is Megalovania. Megalovania could actually do a fair amount of work against this team, but he always has Bull Punch to Lucario in the back to always guaranteed revenge kill me. So, you know, also wasn't feeling protect. It just didn't look like it would just destroy his team. It wasn't gonna do badly, but you know, wasn't gonna just destroy him. So I opted not go with that. Curse Miltank with Earthquake. Actually doesn't look bad at all either. And what else? Shadow Smash Torkoal was considered because it outspeeds everything barring Thundy T and Sneasel. Sneasel can't touch me, and you know, Thundy T would be a problem. But is there anything else? No, I think that's about it. So yeah, those were the ideas I had, and ultimately I tried to go with these 6: Jirachi, Caldio, Salamence, Frostlass, Ludicolo, and Golurk. So the first set we're bringing is Jirachi. I knew I had to bring Jirachi because it's my best answer to Clefable. I run an Expert Belt variant with Serene Grace, Iron Head, Hidden Power Ground, Energy Ball, and Psychic. This is an interesting spread. That speed allows me to outspeed a max speed, positive speed damage at Lucario, because I want to be able to check that thing as effectively as possible. Jirachi is arguably one of the best checks to Lucario. You know, considering the fact that there aren't many. Jirachi actually checks every set, barring like an agility variant. So even that it can take 1 hit from. So that's cool. Rock and Iron Head, Hidden Power Ground, Energy Ball, and Psychic. With this attack investment, I have a 64.8% chance of 2-KOing a physically defensive Clefable with Iron Head after lefties. So that combined with the flinch chance should allow me to 2-KO no matter what. You know, 64% chance plus the 6% flinch chance. That means I should get a 2-KO. Then I have enough speed to outspeed Lucario, and I didn't put max special attack, and I put a little bit of the HP because this gives me a decent-ish chance of living Sneasel's Life Orb knockoff if necessary. It also means I'm guaranteed to live with Pursuit unless he's banned. Even if it's switched out, so that's cool to note. So yeah, I still have 192 special attack investments, which is still not a lot. Iron Head for stab and flinching things, but mainly for stab against Clefable. Hidden Power Ground for the Heatran. I was considering Natural Gift, but I like the reliability of Hidden Power Ground a little bit more. It's still 2 kills, more Heatran spreads. Energy Ball for Gastron and Donphan. I went with Energy Ball over Grass Knot, even though it does more to Donphan, because Energy Ball does more to Gastrodon, and it guaranteed tweet kills any variant, barring of course Rindo variants. And then Psychic for Stab. Hits the Mega Venusaur really hard. It actually does a ton to Thunder T as well, and Lucario, so that's something else I want to consider. I want to make sure they have something to actually hit Thunder T, because Thunder T is a massive threat, not just to my team, to any team. So I want to make sure they can actually hit it, and that I'm not like the biggest setup for it in the world. I was considering Fire Punch as well to hit Lucario a little harder, but it's like it just seemed overall more useful. Yeah, Jirachi actually doesn't have great switches on his team. Also, Fire Punch would allow me to hit the Escavalier, but don't think Escavalier is coming. Honestly, like, it doesn't have a terrible matchup, but I think it just has too many things that have a decent matchup against me, so don't think it's coming. Next up, we have Yuhufna, the Keldeo with the Life Orb, Justified, of course. Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, Hidden Power, Psychic, and Taunt. Hidden Power Psychic is for Mega Venusaur. Obviously, it has a little bit better IVs than Hidden Power Flying, so I went with that. Against this team, that doesn't make a difference which one I pick, really. Hidden Power Psychic is neutral against Thunder T, which I guess is nice. And I don't take Life Up recoil if Sneasel switches in. Well, yes, that can be helpful in certain scenarios. But mainly there, for Mega Venusaur, if I get that thing weakened, which is part of my plan, which you will see later on, I can do a good chunk to it. If he's fully split off, he takes like nothing, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. This also is a good check to Sneasel, of course. I can live any hit and destroy it in return. Sneasel's actually a big threat to this team. Like, it just is. If it was a Weavile, I'd probably just get fucked. So, yeah. Anything else? Keldeo does a ton of work to his team. If it brings Gastrodon plus Mega Venusaur plus Clefable, that could be an issue. But other than that, I think I have enough ways of weakening the Mega Venusaur, and Life Orb, Hydro Pump, tweet kills Clefable, so unless he's like fully spit F. So that's cool. Which is why I'm Hydro Pump over Scald, just to tweet kill Clef, because Clef is a big annoyance. Taunt is there to prevent Clef from healing up, prevents Mega Venusaur from healing up on the switch in. If I don't want to predict with HP Psychic, I can click Taunt instead, or if I feel that's a more valuable play overall. It also allows you to prevent Gastrodon from healing up. And Lickilicky, I guess no, Lickilicky does get Oblivious, so that wouldn't help. They are mainly for Clefable, Mega Venusaur, and Gastrodon. Make some ballsy plays, prevent Clefable from T-waving as well, which is nice for Jirachi because I don't want that thing to get T-waved. I know Murk knows the power of yellow magic, so you know, there's that. Next up, we have Cassandra and Salmons. This is my win con. I really wanted to bring Breaker Mens, because Breaker Mens is good against his team or any team, but I realized that I need something to actually sweep late game, so they can actually clean up his team, and not just a bunch of breakers, which I already have 1.5 more coming up. So yeah, DD Mens with the attribute, of course, so I can take the Ice Shot from Sneasel. Iron Tail, Dragon Claw, Earthquake with enough speed to outspeed the Adamant Lucario, and then a ton of bulk. I wanted bulk on this thing, so that's, you know, worth noting. Not much to say. It's a pretty straightforward DD Mens. It does what it does. Iron Tail for Clev, Earthquake for Heatran and the Lucario. Yeah. Next up we have the slot that was initially Mega Diancie. It was changed to Felicia, the Frostlass with the Focus Sash. So first time I'm bringing, you know, just a standard Frostlass Curse Body. Spikes, Taunt, Destiny Ball, and Shadow Ball with enough speed to outspeed Thunder T. Yeah. And with this HP investment, I'm guaranteed to not get tweet killed by uninvested Mega Venusaur's Giga Drain, which is kind of important. Kind of, not super important. But not getting tweet killed, but that guaranteed is actually nice because I can set up 3 layers of spikes on it if the situation occurs. I'm expecting him to have knockoff, but just in case he doesn't, that little bit of HP investment could come in handy. It could definitely come in clutch, and I'd be happy. So, spikes are really good against teams. The only hazard removal is Donphan, and he doesn't like Donphan, and I think my team can pressure Donphan somewhat well, actually really well, barring Mens. Everything else pressures it, and Golurk. So not too worried about it in that regard. I don't think he's gonna bring it, honestly. So spikes are really good because it's gonna wear down Mega Venusaur, it's gonna wear down Heatran. If he brings Unaware Clef, which I don't think he will, because I know he hates Unaware Clef, like most people do, because it's just not good. Then, you know, I get damage off him as well, but don't think it's happening. And yeah, also obviously chip damage on things like Gastrodon, Escavalier, or Lickilicky if he has to bring any of those. Taunt is there because I can taunt Clefable again, because Clefable is a good switch into Frostlass. I can prevent him heating up, same with Mega Venusaur, and I can potentially prevent Heatran from getting up rocks if I want to. Obviously, to go with Shadow Ball as my last move. I had HP Ground initially, wanted Ice Beam, but overall, Shadow Ball is good against his team. He doesn't have much. I want to take it, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Next up, we have Juan de Ludicolo, and this is the spice of the week. Life Up Swift Swim. I had own tempo, but I can't have that with my Bullet Seed. So, running Sword Stance, Zen Headbutt, Waterfall, and Bullet Seed. Max attack Adamant, 124 HP and 132 speed. That speed is in case he wants to speed creep my Skuntank with his Mega Venusaur Heatran by a couple points. I cannot speed those by a couple points. So just you know, safety measures and stuff. So why am I bringing this out? Mega Venusaur is a massive annoyance to my team. It lives anywhere on it from Mens. It walls my Golurk set because I'm not banned. It walls Keldeo, which is otherwise a huge threat to his team. And Ludicolo is going to enable me, hopefully, to break through that Mega Venusaur. Because it's his only switching. He doesn't have anything else that will take like a Life Up Hydro Pump from the thing, especially in the rain. So, he's 100% forced into Mega Venusaur. And I SD on the switch. I then headbutt him. And I do a ton of damage. I'm expecting him to be more special defensive. So do it on 70, potentially up to 80%, I think. And so with Rocks and Spicy, I can actually potentially kill him, and that would be fucking spicy. Waterfall and Bolt Seed are really good coverage against team. I'm running Bolt Seed over a Seed Bomb because if he does bring Sturdy Donphan, I can break that, and that'd be kind of cool. It does make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things because I don't think actually gonna click Bolt Seed, but there's many different Gastron, only different Gastron essentially. So yeah, this is basically my bait for the. So I don't know if he's going to see it coming. If he does, then props to him, but I don't think he will. I don't think anyone would see this coming. So yeah, there's a little bit of spice for this week. And last but not least, I need Stealth Rocks. So Bolin, the Golurk, also something that prevents the Thundy from just volt switching around. So we have Cobo Berry, Iron Fist, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Heavy Slam, Max Attack Adamant, 212 speed and 44 HP. Outspeed is, I think, is enough to outspeed a uninvested Mega Venusaur. Is that correct? I don't remember. It's been a while. I'm sorry. I have bad memory, but something like that. Maybe Heatran. So go outspeed those and get some damage off on the Venusaur. That'd be nice. Cobbleberry is so I don't get trapped by Sneasel. It also means that if he has Dark Bolt on Thundy T, which I'm kind of expecting because I have Jirachi as well, then I can shoot that easily, and that's fine. Earthquake is really good against Teemo. I was initially going to bring like a Scarf or a Bandit variant because he only has one ground immunity and that's Thundy T. So the team doesn't enjoy strong ground types, and you know, Golurk is a strong ground type. Look at that, 4 attacks that boy. Okay. But I need Rocks. I didn't want to bring Scarf just because I wasn't feeling it, honestly. I didn't think it was a great idea in this matchup, even though it would do a ton of damage. It would also allow Thundy T a free setup. I'm not about that life, honestly. And if Lock must do Ice Punch and Lucario can set up a free, it's just not a fun time. So yeah, Ice Punch for Thundy T, and of course Heavy Slam for Clefable. And as a team, I'm gonna pause and then we'll get right into the game. Just gonna give you one quick look over this beauty once again. I'm gonna pause and we'll get into the game. Okay, so we're at the game, and as you can see, Merc elected to bring Lucario, Mega Venusaur, Thundy T, Clefable, Sneasel, and Heatran. So pretty much the 6 I expected. Actually exactly the 6 I expected. The only potential change I saw was Sneasel for Gastrodon, but Sneasel seemed a lot more likely because it just threatens my team and it's a good check to a lot of my things. So was 90%, like 80% Sneasel, 20% Gastrodon. So yeah, that's that. Nothing else to mention because there's no surprises or anything. And I'm going to lead off with my Keldeo because Frost's lead is fairly obvious, so he's probably going to lead with his Sneasel, potentially Heatran. So one of these two is probably going to lead. If he's anything else, I might be in a little bit. Well, Lucario is fine. If he's any of those 3, that could be a little problematic, but I'll manage. Yeah, I'm expecting Sneasel, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to plop in Hufner, and he's going to plop in the Heatran, and that's perfect. I'm just going to fire up a Life Up Hydro Pump turn 1. There's nothing he can do to me if he's a variant that can live like a Passion Berry. So he goes to Clef, and he just gets plopped. Takes a solid 55%, and that's an easy 2 kill for Life Up Keldeo. Really glad I brought Hydro Pump. And right now, I'm going to make the double into my Felicia. just because I'm expecting Megalovania to come in, and even if he does predict me to predict the Venusaur and goes for T-Wave, for us it's the much better play over Jirachi, because if I get Jirachi T-Wave, I'm in big trouble. Jirachi is so important to not be T-Wave that I just can't allow that. So for us it's the safer play. As I said, my team build up powered. I don't get treated here by Megalovania's uninvested Giga Drain, so you can get up spikes here, and they're going to be dead to stay because he didn't bring Dawn for that. It's perfect. So he does go into Megalovania, so we're looking good, and I'm just going to start spike stacking on his face. He makes up and just goes for the knockout, which I expected him to have to some extent, so yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to fire off another spike. So he's going to go into Clefable, seeing this as an opportunity to set up, to heal up, which is a good play in his end. But I have taunts, so I can prevent him from healing up or predicting my Jirachi switch, which he actually does. He goes for T-Wave, which is a good play in his end because Jirachi was a very obvious play, but we do have the taunt, boys, and at this point, I'm going to fire off a Shadow Ball because it's going to do damage to anything, and I want damage off on the Sneasel. Destiny 1 might have been a better play, but I want damage off on the thing. Get a crit, which might be a little unfortunate, but it is unfortunate, might be good, might matter in the long run, but we'll see. So he knocks me out with Sneasel, which fine, forces it all to work. Now I'm going to Keldeo. I make a bit of a questionable, not questionable, like non-optimal play. In hindsight, I probably should have cleared HP Psychic. I was considering, obviously, but I felt like overall, just cleaning Secret Sword was the safest play. You know, safe play is a good place occasionally. I like that combination, like Secret Sword plus Hyper Pump, guaranteed kills Clef anyway. When he goes to Venusaur, he is put in a bad spot because of the spikes and the damage he takes anyway. So no matter what, he's not in a great position. So I'm fine just clicking Secret Sword. I have no reason, no real reason to upgrade other than, you know, trying to stunt on him, which I don't have to do that hard. So he does go into money trees. I'm gonna go for Secret Sword, and right now I'm gonna make a little bit of a crazy play. He has to heal. There's no way that he doesn't. I could click Taunt, but instead I'm not gonna reveal that yet. I'm gonna hit him with the HP Psychic, do some good damage, scout a little bit more of his set, because from this damage all I know is that he is max HP, which means he could still be fully spit off. And yeah, so I'm just going for the HP Psychic. He either predicts my switch into Jirachi and goes for like a knockoff again, or he goes for synthesis. So I'm going for HP Psychic. That does a clean 43%. He's not fully spit off, so he's probably more offensive. And he goes for synthesis. So this puts both of us in a little bit of an awkward position, where I think my best play is just staying and clicking HP Psychic. Even though Jirachi is a very safe switch into the Giga Drain that might be coming my way, I know that he knows that. I know that he's aware of the fact that Jirachi is just sitting there waiting to come in and grab a kill, essentially, or not, but like a threat in his team at least. So I know that, and I'm gonna stay in, because even if he just kills me, I still get huge damage off on him. He's still gonna be really low, and that's all I need. I want Megalovania to be low, so other things in my team like the Mens can do more work. Mainly Mens, actually only Mens, and even Golurk to some extent. So, because then he has nothing to switch into Golurk anymore. So, I'm going to HP Psychic, and if like, on the next turn I would probably switch. That'll probably be the turn where I decide to switch out. But I'm going to go for the HP Psychic, do clean 46%, so that is a higher roll. And he's gonna go for the knockoff, and that is perfect because now I can just freely fire for another HP Psychic, and he's gonna drop, and that's a dead Megalovania. So Keldeo just 1v1 Megalovania because of some ballsy plays. So he brings in Clef, and I know he's gonna try to softball. I know he is, maybe T-Wave, but gonna go for the taunt. He does not get that off, and Keldeo just put the team on his back, and now I can safely go to my Jirachi. Don't have to worry about the T-Wave. Moonblast is not going to do anything. Fire Blast is going to hurt if he has it, but I don't think he will. He might, I don't know. So at this point my safest play is Psychic because he's not going Sneasel. There's no way he's hard switching to Sneasel. And if he goes Heat Train, I get more damage off than I would with Iron Head. I don't risk potential like Rocky Helmet, which is unlikely, but it could be a thing. And yeah, Sunny T is going to take a ton of damage from that, 57%, and he's going to realize he's lefties actually, which is important to note because it means he's a setup variant most likely. So now he probably has Dark Bolts. Like he probably has, right? This makes sense. So I'm going to make Keldeo because I don't need Keldeo while still incredible against his team. I don't think I need it that much. So if he does go for the T-Bolt, that's fine. I don't think he will because it's not going to kill Jirachi and he's going to die and lose to Thunder. So another reason why going Keldeo is a good play, which I didn't actually realize during the game because I was a bit, you know, all over the place in that regard, is that he's not going to want to stay in because he doesn't kill me. He doesn't know my item. I could very easily be scarfed. That damage doesn't tell him anything other than I'm strong. I'm offensive, so I could easily be scarfed. So he's either going to go to Sneasel or Heatran here, or just click Dark Bolts. Those are the 3 plays. So I'm just going to go to my Keldeo as he goes into Heatran, and it looks like the greatest play in history, even though I just predict Dark Bolts, which is still fine. So even if you set up with his Thunder Juice there, I still would have been fine. So now I can just fire off a Hydro Pump. Clev is going to get 2 killed from the range that it's at. If I hit 2 Hydro Pumps, which is unlikely, but I actually managed it. Incredible. So Clev just put the team all over its back, and now he has nothing for it. He has nothing left that can actually beat Keldeo. Tiny T is revealed to not be Scarf, it's lefties. Sneasel can't kill me, because unless he has Aerial Ace, which I think might kill from this range. Lucario has to be Scarf to kill me, because E-Speed is not going to kill me, Vacuum Wave is not going to kill me, Bull Punch is not even going to do anything. And Scarf Heatran, if he is Scarf Heatran, can't kill me yet, I don't think. HP Grass might. I think HP Grass actually does kill. But if he isn't Scarf Heatran, well then he's just kind of fucked. He just loses right here, I think. Actually no. Lucario plus Sneasel should be able to knock me out. So, he's going to go to Lucario, and he's going to reveal it. He's just going to try to get some damage off with the Bull Punch, 14%. And Keldeo is going to plop the thing with a Secret Sword. Goodbye, Lucario, I'm sorry to hurt you, my friend. And Keldeo is now up to 13 kills in the GPC. So, if he's not Spicy Doggo, which means he is Scarf. Yeah, he is Scarf. He hits a Fire Blast. Keldeo goes down 13 and 3, I think, or 12 and 3. Yeah, 12 and 3. So, but he's Scarf, so I can just go into my Mence, which is bulky as fuck, DD up, and then win the game. So he goes for the Fire Blast, which was his best play. Gonna take a clean 32%. It's still a lot. He's trying to strong. DD up, and now it's pretty much a game. I'm gonna click Earthquake. He goes into Thundy T. Hoping that I'm not Yachi Berry, because Heatran can actually be a pretty good win con. Even though Ludicolo lives, but you know it could still be a win con. So gonna knock out Thundy T with the Dragon Claw. He's gonna hope. He's gonna go to Sneasel, hope that I am, you know, not Yachi, but of course I am, and I'm gonna knock out the Sneasel as well. And then Heatran is not gonna outspeed me. I have enough speed to outspeed Heatran as well, and that's gonna be the game. So I was expecting Sugar-Tran or Airloon Tran, but he's Scarf instead, which also works really well against my team. So GG Murk. I know Murk was not happy with his performance at all. Like, he was really not happy. I also didn't let him show off my last move. I'm sorry. His last move, I think it was Explosion, not exactly sure. So yeah, GG Murk. I know he was not happy, so I'm not gonna do any trash talking as I would usually do with Murk. Murk's link will be in the description below. Please make sure to check him out. He's a fantastic player, really good friend of mine, and I'm sure you'll enjoy his content, because he's a cool dude. So yeah, we're now 8-1. I think that's the record. Is that the record? Let me check real quick, so I'm not talking bullshit. Yeah, we're 8-1. Currently the only 8-1 team, because the only 7-1 team was Murk. This was the game of the season so far. The only 2 7-1 teams in this division going up against each other. We come out on top with a 4-0 victory. As that, Murk was not happy with his performance. I understand that. But I don't think he played an awful game. I don't think he played an amazing game. But I don't think it was like complete ass, as he said later on. I think that's a bit much. But I definitely understand him. I definitely feel his pain there. And yeah, so we win 4-0. And there are only 2 weeks left of the GPC regular season, and then we're already moving into playoffs, which I have almost clinched. Almost. There's still a small chance of me not making playoffs. Actually, I think I have them clinched because Murk and Gareth play each other. So one of them is gonna lose. So I don't know. I'm not gonna do math. Point being, I'm still gonna try to win the last 2 games, or at least one of them. So we're 8-1. Men's at 11 kills, I think, 11-6, and Keldeo's at 12-3. So we'll look at spicy. Keldeo's now number 4 in the MVP race. Men's has entered the top 15. So we're looking good. Next week we go against Gareth, a long-time friend of mine. For now, or by now. who I destroyed in the PU tournament with fucking Thunder Punch, fucking Gramble. I'm the worst. Yeah, he's a long-term friend of mine. He has Megalodias, and I'm shitting my pants because I think it's fucking broken as dicks. I'm gonna have to see how I cannot lose to a piece of shit. So, look forward to that attempt. It's gonna fail horribly, probably. So yeah, thank you for watching. Watching? It's late, okay? Don't judge me. Thank you all for watching. My laptop is currently dying, but hey, it's fine. We all used to it by now. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think of the, of the team, of the plays, of the game, and the stuff and the things. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, leave some newts. I will appreciate all 3 of those. Hopefully, see you guys next time. Goodbye.